everybody. I'm Debbie Bellis with Feel Good Qigong, and we are in our winter season. I did a little video a couple of weeks ago about the importance of this time of year to not overdo it. You know, everything I'm reading, everybody I talk to is stressed out from the holidays. So to me, that's like counterintuitive of what the holiday should be about. It shouldn't be about stress. It's a beautiful time of year. The winter is a beautiful time of year to reserve our energy and to go within. There's a stillness, there's a very deep stillness happening naturally in the winter season. And the winter is telling us to be still, to do more soothing kind of movements, to reserve our energy, conserve our energy, just like a bear does, and a lot of animals do. They hibernate, they go underground typically to reserve, to conserve their energy for the springtime. And the other part of this is not only conserving our energy, but to stay warm this time of year. I live in Arizona. Typically, it's very hot. We're going through a really cold snap here, and it's for 50 degrees is cold for us. So there's a chill there too, even in the warmer states, you know, where you think might be warmer. So there is this definitely shift happening. So the protocol for this season is not to do high intense kind of workouts. Now, typically we're used to doing that as Western people because we think that's what we're supposed to do. But this time of year is not the time to really do too much of exercise that's too straining, especially over the age of 55, which most of my people are over the age of 55. And it actually will not rebuild your body this time of year. Doing too intense exercise can create some damage. So I love this little quote that I found. It says, if you don't tend to the fields in the summer, it's a cold fall and becomes a deadly winter. So the seasons are telling us, go hibernate. Be still. It's okay to be still. It's okay to take long naps. It's okay to sleep longer. You know, conserve your energy because we need that for the springtime. The energy is down this time of year. The element is water. So water tends to be, you know, it's a flowy kind of movement, more flow movement, more Tai Chi movements this time of year, a meditation in motion. When we go still and we go in and we drop in, we can sit in a quietude a lot easier than being in this exciting time. So all this excitement. So, you know, take your time in resting. Try not to overdo it because that's how we break down our immune system and we can catch something, and there's so much going around now. My new expression is sip and sit. Sip and sit is about making some nice warm tea for yourself and drinking the tea and sitting maybe for 10 minutes even just to drink the tea and calm down and sip and sit. Take a moment and take several moments during your day. If you're not a napper, try a nap and see if that helps. And start restoring your body. Okay, I'm going to do a little physical movement here just to get ready. We'll come into a little bit of shaking, which I do all the time. It's just a way to warm up your body. So warming up our body, if you're feeling chilly, then don't sit around. If you can't get outside because it's too cold, then just stand up and shake. It'll get you warm. It'll also get your circulatory system working, really all of your systems working, your lymphatic systems, your circulatory system, your respiratory system. It's also a great way to release stress. Bringing up your arms and shaking them this way will release some stress. Again, you know, a lot of people are just in a frenzy for this. The energy with humans is all in a frenzy and stressed out. But nature is saying, no, 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 you need to be quiet. You need to be still. You need to find some calmness, some rest this time of year. It's okay. You're allowed to rest up for the springtime where it's a wonderful, you know, everything's out and blooming. But if you're not feeling well, if you're tired and you didn't take the time to rest this season, you're not going to enjoy the springtime. So this is just a little bit of a maybe new kind of idea for a lot of people because we're always told go, 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 go. And that go, 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 go can't be all year round. So this is the time of year. Follow the animals. There's a reason why they hibernate. There's a reason. and then stop. So maybe you're feeling a little bit warmer. We're going to do what's called red palm. This will get some warmth in your body as well. You're making fists with your hands. The whole body's not stiff though, just the fists, just making fists. And you're going to inhale up, really squeeze those fists really tightly. And then as you exhale, you bend the knees a little bit as far as you can go, and you bring the arms down. You inhale up, squeeze, 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 bring the arms down. And we're just going to do a couple of these, really squeezing those fists as you go up and down. Then we're going to use a little bit of a breath here. Inhaling up, exhaling down. You can use a purging breath. This is where you inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Keep squeezing those palms, those wrists, those palms. Inhaling up, exhaling down. This is really good if you have cold hands and cold feet. Inhaling up and exhaling down. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And one more time. Inhaling up and exhaling. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And then release the hands. The hands should be nice and pink. Hold or make a fist with your hands again, look at it, and then open it up. It'll go from white to pink. That means you've got a good reaction in your circulatory system. Let's do a little bit of healing sound. The healing sound for the winter, because we're working with kidneys and bladder, is CHUU. Now, healing sounds have a vibration to each organ, and the kidneys need to be stimulated this time of year. They're the power pack of your body. So we inhale and we chew. There's a little bit of an elevation up because we're elevating. We want to keep the kidneys ascending up. We don't want to sedate kidneys. You always want to get them activated. So it's a CHUU, chew. And then we'll bring our hands, let's rub our hands because now they're nice and warm. Rub them a little bit more. You're going to bring them to your kidneys. Give your kidneys a nice massage here. We're just going to do a little bit of rotation, warming up those kidneys before we come into the little bit of movement and healing sound. So now we inhale, lean back into the hands. As you exhale, chew. Inhaling up and back. Chew. Inhaling back and down. Chew. And then again, inhaling through the nose. Chew. Now we're going to keep this a little bit more. I talked about the bear. That's the spirit animal for this season because they hibernate and they're in conserving their energy. So we're going to make a bear claw, just kind of bending the tips of the fingers a little bit like a claw bear. And then just place your thumb. So I have my left hand. I'm going to place my left thumb right in the set, right in that, which is actually the lung meridian. And then you just turn. I'm turning over to my right, and you just bring the hand out just a little bit. You come back to center. You're going to switch claw, hold, bring that thumb right into that lung meridian, and then you turn, and then you can move the hand out just a little bit. And we're going to use that chew sound again. Inhaling, turn, and chew. You come back, inhaling, chew. Back again, inhaling and exhaling, chew. And then again, inhaling, exhale, chew. And then release. Let's do a little moving the arms up and down again to try to get some heat into the body. This is, really easy to do. I don't even have any I have my regular clothes on. So you can do this at any time, any place, especially if you're feeling cold. Inhale up, ha, exhale out. This is called monkey, ha, leaps from a tree. It's to, ha, help to release some of that, ha, congestion that might be starting, ha, to build up in your lungs. Ha, we don't want the lungs to get fluid on them, especially this time of year. Ha, and we're back and forth, ha. One more time, ha, and release. That might bring up some mucus a little bit. And you want to tap. We're also going to tap this area just again to keep some of that congestion, especially if you're starting to feel cold coming on. Start tapping away here. You don't want that mucus, those fluids resting on your lungs. So we're just moving that around. You can also have somebody tap your back. It's also really nice to do for somebody. Then we're going to come into a thing which is called activating our proprioceptors. The proprioceptors are your GPS of your body. You know, when we put on our GPS, when we get in our car, it's going to help us get to where we're going. Same thing in our body. The proprioceptors are your GPS of your system. They help to navigate how you move in your environment. Now we're rubbing our hands and stomping our feet because these are high sensitive areas for proprioceptor activity. So you don't want to leave your house without putting your GPS on. This is a really easy thing to do before you leave. Just set, get your proprioceptors nice and stimulated so you know how to navigate walking, driving through your day. A lot of traffic out there. There's a lot of people in stores. You want to be able to get out of the way as fast as you can. And that's your proprioceptors tuning you in to movement. Now, also another very high conductive area for proprioceptors are around your lips and your mouth. So these three areas are turning on your GPS so you can navigate how you move through your space. And then we're just going to cross over a little bit. Again, it helps to bring your brain and your body together as well. We have crossing over from the brain to the body, and this is energetically moving rather than just being linear. You're crossing over some of the energy. Again, helps you navigate how you move in your environment. Shake that out, squeeze the shoulder, cross it over, squeeze the shoulder, cross it over. Take a deep breath in and out. Start to move this energy all around you, inside of you, creating an energetic balance. Energy movement is very different than some other movements you might be used to, but it's a beautiful practice. Once you get into it, it really creates a lot of stability, relaxation, calmness, vitality. And then come back to center. We're going to come into a little bit of Tai Chi, which is the movement for this time of year because it's very smooth, it's very flowy. We'll just do a few movements here. This is called standing on a boat. You're just leaning back and forth on your feet. There's a reason for this. There's a kidney meridian at the ball mount of your foot, which is the meridian that we're working, the organ we're working on this time of year. And the heel of your foot is a bladder meridian. And that's a whole nother subject. But for now, we're just rocking forward and back. We're activating this water source. We're trying to get all our fluid, water element, getting our fluids to move. We are 70% fluid. It's a lot of fluid in our body. We have more fluid than mass. So you want to keep that movement moving, that element of water moving, fluids moving, not getting pulled down into your legs. Now we're standing on a boat, and this is called opening up the flow. So when you come forward on the ball mount, you rise the arms up. As you shift back into the heels, you bring the arms down. So you inhale, ball mount of the feet, rising up. As you exhale, you shift back. So what happens here, it's foot, waist, and arms. Shift back, that's the foot, waist, and arms. I'll show you a side view. Inhale, foot, waist, and arms. Shift back into the heels, foot, waist, and arms. Inhale, foot, waist, and arms. Shift back into the heels, foot, waist, and arms. Inhaling, foot, waist, and arms. Shift back into foot, waist, and arms. Now we do this slower. This is a slow movement. Really feeling the fingertips maybe tingling. Maybe you can feel your heart, hear your heart beating, but it's a very gentle, soft movement. Beautiful movement to do outside, especially if it's snowing. Just kind of go with the snow, watching the snow coming down and swirling around, breathing with the earth, finding that. And usually when it snows, if you go outside and it snows, it's usually very quiet, especially in the middle of the night if it's snowing, there's nobody around. What a beautiful time to just experience co-creating, co-mingling with nature on a snowy morning maybe, or evening, having your sip of tea. And let's go out to the side now. Let's bring that up and we shift back. Same movement, more of a meditative movement. and shifting back and forth. Easy, flowy. The hardest part is feeling relaxed doing it. But if you repeat this, just saying to yourself, I inhale, I exhale. I inhale, I exhale. I inhale and I exhale. I inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. Inhale. Welcome your day. Welcome this time of year. Sip and sit as often as you can. Find some time for stillness, contemplation, meditation, and let this season be merry and very bright. Thank you for joining me. And I try to get something out every week for a little bit more information. And I thank you so much.